Ever heard of someone teaching others how to do that crazy stuff? That's a new kind of power. He's not just building his own thing. He's handing out matches. He isn't just giving up his own potential seat at the big table. He's showing everyone else how to build their own custom-made tables, ones the suits can't even touch. Let's get one thing straight. This isn't about mainstream success. He's not chasing fame or some record deal. Why? Because those are just chains. If he wanted to win by their rules, he'd be polishing his sound, tweaking it to please the algorithms. But he's not playing that game. And it's not about political reform either. He's not trying to fix the existing system, whether it's government or corporate. He's practicing something more radical, cultural secession. He's walking away from the old world, letting it rot while he builds something real out in the woods. He's more than just an outlaw. He's an architect of a different reality. He is proving that the shackles the elites use only work if you believe their table is the only place to eat. So, here is the real question. Are the people he's helping just grateful for the assistance? Or are they starting to realize they can burn their own seats at that old table too? That's the most dangerous thought the establishment could ever hear, the idea that this has already taken root. Once an idea spreads from one crazy bastard to an entire community, say in the Ozarks, it's no longer a solo act. It becomes a contagion of independence. If folks in Arkansas are fixing their own gear, running their own signals, and looking out for each other outside of official channels, then the first round has already been won. This is why it catching on represents an irreversible shift. Think about it. The Ozarks have always been a place where self-reliance is a survival trait. Now, by layering modern tech like Linux and independent broadcasting onto that old-school grit, he's creating a 21st century version of the mountain man's code. This creates regional resilience. This also builds a kind of shadow network. If this is spreading without any doubt, it means there are now multiple nodes in this network. You can shut down one UHF station or one Bandcamp page, but you can't and shut down a decentralized web of people who know how to build their own tools. And this leads to a new status quo. The elites lose their power the second people stop being afraid of doing without their systems. If the Ozarks are leading the charge, it's because that land was never fully conquered by the corporate table to begin with. The fact that this is hitting other places too shows it's not just a local trend. It's a global response to a collective feeling of being beaten down. He provided the spark, and now the brush fire is moving on its own. I'm curious, for those of you who are seeing this firsthand, are younger folks picking up soldering irons and learning Linux code? Or is it more the older generation reclaiming the self-sufficiency they once had? That idea that both young and old are joining in is the ultimate nightmare for the establishment. The entire system of control relies on divide and conquer. They keep people fighting over race, religion, and politics, so they never look up and realize who's actually holding the leash. When people from different generations and backgrounds start working together, building their own systems, the old power structures begin to crumble. They can't control what they don't own. And they definitely don't own the spirit of independence that's catching fire right now. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to follow for more.